The views and opinions expressed on this program is just that, views and opinions. Don't take any of it serious. But I will warn you, viewer discretion is advised.
You met me as me. Yes. Bro, this hair looks delicious on you. Yes! It's 99J.
Yes, indeed.
So let's talk about it. Now, Craig, we left off the other day when we were online, and you were very adamant about, you said that you couldn't get your point across because I was so busy in another segment of the show.
well, that was what that was the feedback.
Yeah, but you also I
concurred.
You concurred. You did with that, and so here we are.
So because I think that this is an important conversation, and again, before we get into this, I know we get on here, we laugh and we cut up and we say a lot of politically incorrect shit intentionally.
Yeah.
Just to kind of
like
soften
supermarket sweep.
and the AIDS.
Yeah.
But
see,
well, that's an example. That's an example.
Just say supermarket sweep, Fred.
Or like when you say dyke.
Whoa. I mean, it's the bull dagger. That's what it is.
Okay, so, and again, just because we're a part of the queer community doesn't mean that we go along and agree with everything that happens, right? So we saw this story where there's a person who identifies as trans.
Wait, are we sure? Is it two? There's two.
It's
stories.
two different stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're two different stories. So we're going to show you two different things.
So the one you're leading in with is the one that identifies as trans.
The one identifies as trans.
We have to be clear
right.
on that. Okay.
Right. So Mo, the one where.
Or you can do it right
here.
Oh,
okay. The wig.
If you need to help, help him out.
Right here.
Because sometimes you need a little help.
This one right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So you can show all of those photos of that person. Okay. So this person identifies as trans, dresses in women's clothes, et cetera, et cetera. Now go down to the picture right below. Okay. But this lady right here, she's a biological woman. You can go to the next one too. Okay. Saw this trans person at a Planet Fitness and confronted the person because the person was in a women's restroom. And so it was given very much, you're a man, you're in this restroom, why are you here? And then I want you to go to the video. This is a separate situation. There's another woman who was in a Planet Fitness. I believe this was in New York. But play this video and then we'll come back.
Good day. I just wanted to say I just came out of Planet Fitness. And there is a man shaving in a women's bathroom. I realize he wants to be a woman. He gets to be a woman. I love him in Christ. He's a spiritual being having a human experience. He doesn't like his gender, so he wants to be a woman. But I'm not comfortable with him shaving in my bathroom. All right. I just thought I'd say it out loud.
Now, this is the person that this lady was just speaking about. And there's a longer video, but we cropped it. But there's a longer video where that lady that you just saw says there was a little girl in the bathroom. And this person right here, I'm not going to say man, but this person right here was naked and the penis was visible. So I thought it was important because this is one of those conversations because it's like, okay, I understand people want to be respected as trans or non-binary or whatever gender or however they identify. But then what happens when you're in a public space like this and it's what?
I don't want to cut you off, but I just got
Go ahead.
Can we put the picture back up there?
Okay. This one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. I'm 40. Let me start. Let me lead in with that.
Okay.
I'm 46 years old. I'll be 47 in October. The goal behind transitioning in my day and my time was not to give this. It was not to give this. This was not, and walk around and say, well, I'm a transsexual. This was not the goal. This was not the goal. Okay? Mm-hmm. Now take that down. All my trans girls that's gonna come and try to dig me up with this, I'm ready. I understand that there is no specific way that a woman is supposed to look. Like there's no woman supposed to look like, but bitch, presentation matters.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Now you step out here in the motherfucking world and tell somebody how you feel on the inside. That's fine. But if it ain't reflected nowhere on the outside,
It ain't lining up.
if it's not lining up to the society that we live in, that we share collectively, that we collectively share, and we know that there are social constructs on a woman should look like this and a man should look like this. Yes, we are now shaking the table, and we are challenging the boundaries of what a woman should be, what a woman shouldn't. We are in that era now.
Mm-hmm.
Where these Gen Z girls are shaking it like, well, a woman has all that.
Right.
And I respect all that.
And so do I. But you got to stay home.
But if the presentation does not match we have not changed the public. We have not changed the public yet.
Now, can I shake it just a little bit more?
Come on, Craig.
Now, is this some shit that only white trans people do? Because I don't really be seeing like black trans people. Can I get a refill?
Yes.
Now, black people, we got our shit, but that ain't it.
Yeah, they're agreeing with you in the chat, Craig.
Because see, and I'm gonna circle it back. Remember the trans girl? I think we were in the pandemic, maybe. What was the trans girl? Katie or something, and looked like Danny DeVito, and was saying she was also trans.
But they was ringing me up because they were saying that I was not. Listen, I didn't invalidate or I didn't terrorize her
For how she felt.
for how she felt.
But ma'am, you look like Danny DeVito.
But ma'am,
Can I get a paper towel? I mean, I was looking for Rhea Perlman. You know, his wife. Danny, is Rita somewhere in him? Listen, trans activists, please don't email me. I'm sorry, please.
and don't email me with that shit
Please don't.
because I'm from we're both older and we're from a time and that we understand and we respect everyone's identity. I respect everyone's identity. I respect everyone's being. I respect that. But I also, in my conscious way of thinking, know that we still live in the world.
Right.
And when we go out there in the world, yes, we are challenging gender norms now.
That's right.
Yes, we are. We are challenging gender norms. However, we haven't broken down the construct of it. We haven't knocked that wall in.
Right.
And so the way that society views what a woman should look like, even the ugliest of a woman, definitely is not standing in some goddamn Burlington Coat Factory slacks and a gym shirt and a towel like they had just got through lifting 2 barbells over there.
And magic shave.
With magic shave powder on your face.
At least do that in your home.
Correct.
At least do that in your home.
We are not in the space now where we have broken it down to the area where we can just walk in the women's bathroom doing that.
Right.
Especially not during this political climate that we're in right
Correct. Now,
Because the first thing that they're going to say is they're a pervert.
now, would this have been okay in the women's restroom?
now. I mean, I would respect that more.
if Miss Mary was in the restroom and this person walked in while Miss Mary is in there changing.
Craig, I know. Listen, Craig, see,
I'm just asking.
You about to make me do this, and I don't want to do this.
I'm just asking.
Go ahead and do it.
If we let Miss Netta, if Miss Netta can go forth, I'm just back to this. If Miss Netta can walk through and everyone is in a confused state about Miss Netta, we can allow this person. I'm sorry.
But even Miss Netta is more convincing than this person. So I'm just saying, like.
So you don't think Miss Netta and that person right there share the same type of womanhood?
I'm saying if.
Can we?
What?
What happened?
I need to see these photographs again.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
And the other one. And the other.
This one.
Yes.
I mean, what I'm saying is.
Miss Netta be out of her kitten heels too. And she be in her dress. So, yes, I would see them both in the women's bathroom. Now put that other person up. I was going to say something, but put that other person up there.
With her?
No, the other one.
Oh, this one?
No.
Which is the other? Oh, this guy. Oh, I'm sorry, this person. Sorry, I apologize.
Now this is definitely a beat up version of Liza Minnelli. It's Liza with a Z.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
It's Liza with a Z. Nothing S. Liza with a Z, nothing S. Because Liza with the Z goes nuts. It's Liza with a Z, not an S, because Liza with the Z goes not.
That's Larry, okay? that is Larry standing right there. And I don't know how else to look at that.
I don't see the same when I look at this other person. I can honestly.
Okay, so the other person is dressed in a kitten heel, a little sequins
There's
number.
more presenting. It's more presenting.
I wouldn't say presenting.
Craig,
That's a stretch.
Craig, stop it.
No. What I'm saying
stop
is,
it.
Madison.
Stop it.
What I'm saying is, I'm not saying that this person hasn't begun their transition. I'm not saying that this person may not be using HRT. I'm not saying any of that. But what I'm saying is that looks like a person who's just in women's clothes, like a cross-dresser, as we used to call it back in the day. So if that person was still in the women's restroom, if my mother was in there, Gladys Christine would be like, who is this man in here with this little Dora the Explorer wig on?
Would she do that for Miss Netta?
But see, I think my mother would probably think Miss Netta was a miss.
I would have thought Miss Netta was a miss,
Miss Netta was a
but
miss.
a miss on that level.
But I don't think.
Where's the other? Did you delete that other picture, Mo? Because I don't see it.
I don't
Read
think.
the other picture.
I don't think any of our mothers would look at this person with that Dora the Explorer on and think that was a
that
woman.
one.
This one? Oh, this one.
No. Yes.
That.
Oh, this one? Yeah.
This is Liza with the Z, not the S, because Liza with the Z goes nuts. Now, I could see Gladys tearing this one up in the bathroom.
I think Gladys would tear that other one up too.
Miss Gladys would definitely turn this one up.
For sure. Miss Gladys would tear this one
Miss Gladys
up.
would peel this one's caps back.
Period.
Miss Thing, what are you doing up in here? Miss Gladys would have hit that girl right there
Yes, indeed.
with one of those lines from motherfucking goddamn Bringing Down the House.
Yes, indeed.
What are you doing in here?
Yes.
Bring it down, Mo.
Okay.
I'm definitely Miss Gladys would have hit her. What are you doing in here?
Whew. Well,
Here's the thing. Trans women, upcoming trans women, we know that HRT and transitioning is very expensive. We know, all that live in me, we know, because this is my experience. We are living in a time now where every piece of literature, every piece of of video, every piece of instance that people can use it as a political ploy against us. We are just in critical times. And you identifying as a trans person walking into a bathroom, I just don't think that person identifies as trans. I don't know. Do we have more? Do we have a statement from that person?
No.
Because it gives man in the bathroom nuts and dick out. Why are you let's be perfectly clear here. I am a trans woman. I use the women's bathroom. I'm trying to be in the stall.
But ain't nobody gonna look at you.
But Craig, here's the thing. That's true. I'm trying to be in the stall. Why are you trying to be undressing in front of other women?
At the vanity.
And shit, like, why are you trying to do this? This gives me vibes of not being a trans person because the trans people that I know and the trans people that identify as I do are not trying to be undressed in front of no...
Correct.
Or maybe they might not understand women because, you know, in how social media perceives it, or in movies where you look at it, you just see women when they're in the bathrooms, they're just free. And maybe that's what that person is thinking also. I could just be free in the women's bathroom.
But you have nuts. You have nuts and penis. You have nuts and penis, and you're exposing your nuts and your penis inside of a bathroom that consists of everyone else, and they're having vagina and breasts. You don't even have breasts. You have nuts and penis, and you're in the bathroom with other women who don't. Why could you not be in a stall? Why could you not be in a stall? You're not as free. You know, I don't give a fuck what you identify as. You know, when you're naked, you're different than those women in the room.
Right.
Yeah.
You know this. You know when you are naked. You are not going to be naked in the room with those women who don't have nuts.
Oh, God.
You just will not. So I just, and I'm so tired of it. And as a trans person, this stuff begins to get attached to me.
Yeah.
And then they attach this to things like pedophilia.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this is what these Republicans and politicians, period, will try to attach their campaigns to and say, they have this trans agenda where they want to outlaw and ban trans people from the military and et cetera, working at schools or working with children because they want to try to group everybody as a pedophile.
But someone said it in the comment section, he was a perv, or they were a perv trying to pass as a trans person.
And that's what.
And I do believe that.
I believe that happens too.
Yeah,
I believe some of these
so.
people don't even identify as trans. They're just trying to
pull one over.
Exactly.
Because you remember we did talk about the alleged trans person that went to the women's prison and he started impregnating prisoners.
Right.
Yes.
Stuff like that. So yeah, I totally agree with
that. It doesn't do our cause.
It does not.
Any justice or any good. It does not. And again.
And let me just say this. I want to go out on a limb and say this. I think that this is just an example, since we're talking about the trans issue, but there's an example of this in every community, whether you're talking about the black community, whether you're talking about gay men or whatever. But this is why I think it's important for trans people, trans men and women, to come together. Yes, it is important in terms of pronouns and all of that is important. But it's really important for you all to come together and really look at the larger issues, because they're really trying to phase you all out of
Yes.
more important things.
That is
And I
correct.
think you all are arguing and debating about pronouns, and I'm not saying that it's not important. But while you all are down here arguing about that, they up here really removing your rights, and you're not paying attention to that because you're down here fighting about these other things, these less important things.
Yes, and that's why I think that women on all levels need
Correct.
to be because once it affects one marginalized group,
Correct.
it affects all.
Correct.
Now, since we're still in the trans conversation, yeah, are you done with your? Because I'm.
Oh yeah, I'm done.
You done with that?
Yeah.
I have to check in with you now.
No.
You finish your thought with that?
Yeah, I'm finished. She love what she love.
Mo, delete all that shit. Delete that shit.
Everybody, I just want you all to know that I share the feedback that you all gave, and this is the result.
It is, but we're being very respectful.
Yeah, we are. You all said that she cuts me off and I don't get a word in, and So she's really being mindful.
Yes. Because since you pen pals jumped up over here, I'm like, girl, don't come over here.
It wasn't just pen pals that said it now.
Maddie Bob ain't tapping me on my shoulder about that.
They tapped me.
Okay.
They said, "Can you tap her and let her know that?"
Well, then they're truly pen pals.